Are you feeling stuck, unfulfilled, or overwhelmed? Wonder what it would be like to truly unlock your potential? Join Tonya Bryant, a powerful transformational life coach and licensed master social worker, for her Break Free and Transform Your Life with a Mindset Shift webinar. A powerful mindset shift can transform your life. If you change your mindset, you will change your life. Start your journey to a more empowered and fulfilled life. Register now and take the first step. See you there.
Well, hello there, Abundant Life Living community. It is I, Coach Tonya LaShawn Bryant. I am a transformational coach, and I work with women to support them in their journey to really begin to transform their lives through shifting their mindset. In addition to being a transformational coach, I am a newly minted, if you will, licensed master social worker, and so excited about what's transpiring in your life, what's transpiring in my life. So I'm super excited to be on. This time that I'm on, I like to call it my dose of encouragement. And this is where I provide that motivation, that inspiration, and that encouragement to help you move forward, to help you get closer and help you realize that you too can live an abundant life. And so I'm excited to be on. Previous to me coming live, you all saw a commercial, and that was my commercial about my upcoming webinar. I'll talk a little bit more about that. Today, it's my Break Free, Transform Your Life with a Mindset Shift webinar. It is happening, it's going to happen in July, this July, today being the first day of July. So this is going to take place on Saturday, July 20th at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And so this is really going to be a time where you will learn strategies and tools to help you break free from constraints, break free from the things that have been blocking you, right? From your true potential, from living the abundant life. So you can go to bit.ly/BF webinar dash 24 in order to register. This webinar is absolutely free. I just want to get the information out to you to help support you in this journey, right? In this journey, break free from the constraints. And so since we're talking about constraints, today I want to just share a little bit with you about this idea of overcoming limiting beliefs. That's right, overcoming limiting beliefs. And these limiting beliefs really are thoughts that tell us we can't do something, right? And I'm here to help you learn how to overcome those limiting beliefs. We've got to break free from those limiting beliefs. And so when we talk about what limited beliefs are, basically they're really negative thoughts and assumptions that we hold about ourselves, or there's a fear of failure. So it's assumptions that we hold, that we embody, that we're holding space for, right? They often stem from past experiences, pressures. I think sometimes from society's expectation, our family's expectation, expectations that we place upon ourselves. Oh, my head is itching a little bit here. They are just these negative thoughts that are lodged within our mindset. Remember, we talked about how a mindset is an attitude or a cluster of thoughts with attached information. And so many of these these limiting beliefs are locked in to those thoughts, those or that information that's attached to those thoughts or attitudes that we have about ourselves that limit us. These assumptions about ourselves that limit us. And so some of these um, examples of these like limiting beliefs could be: I'm not smart enough. I don't deserve success. That's a big one. We and that even as I talk about that, that's something that I really had to begin to do mind work on. This idea that I didn't deserve. I didn't deserve to go after my dreams and do. I felt like I didn't deserve it. I felt like I hadn't done enough to deserve certain success. So I had to really deal with that belief, because when you believe something, you think it to be true. So that again, overcoming or limiting beliefs, those are things that are lodged in those thoughts and assumptions that are lodged in your mind, and you have got to begin to do the work to overcome those things. Right? These beliefs can be so detrimental to our lives through holding us back from reaching our full potential. They can affect our career, our relationships, our overall happiness in life. And oftentimes we uh, so let me give you an example. So for instance, if you believe you're not good enough, you might avoid pursuing opportunities that could lead you to success and fulfillment. Right? If you believe I can't go back to school. See, if I believed that I couldn't go back to school, if I believed I was too old to go back to school and to kind of reinvent myself, go back and pursue a dream that I had thought about doing when I was younger, but because of fear, I didn't pursue it. See, and so I actually had a limited belief about that. I had a limited belief that I could not go into social work because I would be way too involved. So I limit myself by being fearful that if I went into this path, that I'd be too attached and that I couldn't do it. And so I limited myself. And so now, I have graduated. I have my provisional license as a licensed a master social worker, right? I If I would have held on to that belief, I would have still been doing my other career, working, even though I enjoyed it, working as an academic coach, but I was kind of capped out. I couldn't go further in that, right? And so there was something pulling me to go back to school, but I had to do the work to overcome that limiting belief, that limiting mindset. I had to get rid of the attached information that was connected to those thoughts, that I couldn't possibly go back to school. I couldn't afford it. How do I know I even would get in? See, and if I had not have taken action, if I had not have overcome those limited beliefs, I wouldn't be sitting here today talking about I just graduated. I just got my my provisional license to practice. I wouldn't be able to say all of that stuff. I had to deal with those limiting beliefs. And so even as we talk about the limiting beliefs, how can you begin to really deal with that? Is first you have to identify the beliefs that you have. You have to begin to identify them. Pay attention to your self-talk. Notice any reoccurring negative thoughts. And once you identify, begin to challenge those beliefs. If is this belief, this limited belief that you have, is it based on facts or assumptions? What evidence do you have to contradict this belief? How would my life change if I no longer held this belief? Those are ways that you can begin to challenge. Then also replacing limited beliefs with empowering ones. So if say you're saying, I'm not capable, I can't, right? Begin to flip that. I'm capable, and I'm capable of learning every day, right? I have the ability. I am a social worker, right? I had to begin to counteract that limiting belief with empowering ones. I'm telling you, your belief is so imperative to getting to your next. You've got to begin to overcome these limited beliefs so that you can live the life that you desire to live. See, many of you, there's things that you want to do, but you're not doing them because of these beliefs that you're holding on, these assumptions that are lodged in you. There's some work that you've got to do. You've got to begin to renew. You've got to begin to excuse me, pull out those negative thoughts and believe that you are capable. Begin to affirm, right? Begin to affirm, begin to speak forth those positive statements. Begin to change your mindset through what you're speaking. That will help you begin to overcome the limiting beliefs. Now, as I talked about, when you begin to challenge and reframe those beliefs, it can begin to impact your life, your relationship, your career. It can impact. When I begin to challenge those beliefs that I could not go back to school, right, with going and applying, that I can do all things, that I am more than capable, right? I applied, I got in, I completed the program, I graduated. I countered those beliefs. And because I countered those beliefs, let me tell you this. I'm really excited because one of the, in me going back to school and becoming a social worker, I went to New Mexico Highlands. And so I got my education, a good majority of my education paid for through a scholarship through the child, youth, and family child, youth, and family development office right here in New Mexico. And so what they did was they gave me a stipend, right? So much money each year. I got scholarship, and I also got money to help me live, as I was pursuing this degree. Now, the condition was once I was done, I would have to go work for them, and unfortunately here in New Mexico, and I think just all around the nation, a lot of the child welfare departments have a really bad rap. And it's because we only hear the negative. We don't hear any of the good. They're understaffed, right? It's very highly demanding work. And so I understood that even going into it, right? And so once you're done with once the idea was not the idea, but I had to once I completed my program, I have to go and work for CYFD. And so, a lot of people are like, you're crazy, whatever. But there was something in me was like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I said all of that is, so I've been working with the HR department, trying to get everything all situated. So I sent in my resume. I had to complete kind of their application. I had to, and I got my provisional. I didn't necessarily have to do that, but this is something that I want to do. I got my provisional license. So my next step is to accrue my hours working in therapy, and I'm also working part-time. I got a lot going on. Um, I have a kind of a cadre of clients that I'll be working with part-time to help me get my hours, because I have to get like 3,600 something hours. Plus, I have to take an exam, a national exam, to then become a licensed clinical social worker, right? And so the license that I have now allows me to practice. It allows me to do talk therapy, one-on-one therapy, group therapy, and all of that. And so they allow you getting your degree, and going through this application process allows you to become a licensed master social worker, and then you accrue your 3,600 hours, I believe, plus I have to pass the national test, right? And then I become a licensed clinical social worker. So that's my goal. But I said all of this is because I dealt with over that limited belief that I have about school and learning. I completed my degree, and I'm working for CYFD. And let me tell you, I just got my job assignment, and I will be making 55.75% more than what I was when I worked at the university. I got like a significant, like almost a 2,600, no, $26,000 raise, like from when I was working as a academic coach, which I loved. But because I overcame that limiting belief, I now am doing the work that my soul must have, but I'm also going to be compensated. And yes, I realize that the work is going to be challenging, but I'm going to be much more compensated, than when I was working at the university. And I'm so excited because I overcame that limited belief, right? There are certain things that I did to overcome that limited belief. And so I've been talking about on Saturday, July 20th, I'm going to be doing my break free transform your life with the mindset shift webinar. See, that's what happened. I broke free from that limiting belief and was blessed, right? Am blessed with the desires of my heart, right? And so I want to encourage you to register for my break free transform your life with the mindset shift webinar that's going to take place on Saturday, July 20th at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. It is absolutely free. You can go to bit.ly/bfwebinar-24. So even as I talked a little bit about this overcoming beliefs and kind of gave you a little bit of some strategies, I'm going to dive deeper during my free webinar. I invite you, come, register for it, right? Register for it so you can get my secret sauce, my tools and my strategies to help you break free from the limits, to help you break free. Some of you are stuck, right? I believe that by coming to this webinar, you're going to get some strategies and tools that you can begin to apply in order for you to break free and transform your life, begin to walk and do the things that you desire to do. You can again go register for my webinar by going to bit.ly/bfwebinar-24 today. Go ahead, take a chance on yourself. You are success. You are good health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and infinite money. You have the divine power, ability, and the equipment within to go forward, to be, to do, and to have the good that you desire. It's time for you to bet on you, that you are more than capable. So again, I encourage you to register for my Break Free Transform Your Life with the Mindset Shift webinar on Saturday, July 20th at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. You can register by going to bit.ly/bfwebinar-24 today. I want to thank you so much for rocking with me, for hanging out with me, for a dose of encouragement. What are some of the things that you are going to begin to do to help you deal with some of that limiting belief, right? What are some of the struggles? What are some of the limited beliefs that you struggle with? Well, I want you to think about that. If you want to, go ahead and put them in the comments. If you're watching the replay, if you're watching this live, go ahead and put them in the comments. Because we all, if we deal with truth in our life, we all have some limited beliefs that may try to hold us back. But today is the day for you to begin to take that step to overcome limited beliefs by registering for the Break Free, Transform Your Life with a Mindset Shift webinar on Saturday, July 20th at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. You can register by going to bit.ly/bfwebinar-24. Register today. I look forward to seeing you on these social media streets. I look forward to seeing you in that webinar. All right, you be blessed and go live an abundant life. We're going to end with my commercial for the webinar. Here you go.
Are you feeling stuck, unfulfilled, or overwhelmed? Wonder what it would be like to truly unlock your potential? Join Tonya Bryant, a powerful transformational life coach and licensed master social worker, for her Break Free and Transform Your Life with a Mindset Shift webinar. A powerful mindset shift can transform your life. If you change your mindset, you will change your life. Start your journey to a more empowered and fulfilled life. Register now and take the first step. See you there.